Hello. Hello, students. Students, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Others still joining, right? Only 14 are there. 1 minute, let them join. Still only 17 students. You can put one message in the group. Let us start, students. Shall we start? Students, before that, I want to convey one thing. So I have finished doing correction of all your answer scripts. Then one thing I found that still you are writing in normal sheets. Some of you are writing using normal sheets. Why it is like that? You know, right? Compulsorily you have to write your internal test by using a blue book. Don't you know that? Huh? Don't you know that you have to write compulsorily using the blue book? Hmm? Only MCA students are doing like that. See, now all the shops are open. You cannot give any reason. I cannot get the blue book in my hometown like that. In each and every town, you can get the blue book. Only in case if you are staying in the village, it is not possible. Even if you are staying in the village, once in a while you can go to the town and you can bring how many blue books you want. Isn't it?
Sir,
Yeah.
excuse me, sir. Sir, I'm only in. I went to so many towns like Ballari, Sindanur, and Hospet.
Ah.
Nowhere will get blue books, sir. Here.
See, there
Yes,
are
sir.
plenty of colleges in
Actually,
Ballari.
And
How
sir,
you
sir.
can? Huh?
sir,
No, sir. Like,
more than 50 bookstores I called, sir. In Google Maps, mobile number is also available. You can call and inquiry, sir. Blue book means what is that blue book? Where how it will be? They are asking like that. They don't even know about nothing. They don't know about blue books, sir.
Hmm. Okay. See, at least I can. See,
sir,
what to do?
in
You tell me.
all
Ah.
colleges, sir, they will print their own colleges print, sir. So they will not provide any normal general stores or bookstores all.
Hmm. Okay, because see what happens, university expects everything to be done in blue book only, and we have to preserve all your sample scripts, not sample script. Everyone's see once the student is enrolled for 3 years, we have to protect all those things. If we conduct examination, say for example in 2020 January, so until 2023 January, we are supposed to keep all the blue books. Now, since we are conducting using digital medium, So we have to protect all your PDF files. So there will be committees keep coming. We have to show all those things. Huh?
So we have kept separate book for separate subjects, sir. Yes, sir.
Otherwise, simply our reputation will go. College reputation will go, and they think that in this college they are doing everything for simply for the namesake. I think there are so many colleges, even including VTU, PG centers. You just ask them how many classes they conduct within a given semester, and how many times they do conduct the lab. Yeah. When I go for the examinations, the situations will be so pathetic that if there is a computer, there will not be mouse. Faculty should give their mouse to the student until they do the lab session. After that, they have to get it back. And there are so if there is a CPU, there will not be any monitor at all. Like that, they'll share the resources and they do execution. So at least for the next interview, next internals, I expect that everyone, in case if you don't have, you ask your friends to purchase in their hometown and let it make some like courier or something like that. Did you get any mail from the college regarding opening of the classes?
No, sir.
Offline classes, no.
No, sir.
I heard that VTU is interested in conducting classes from 17th onwards. So, and Arun sir was telling maybe for the final years. So we'll see whether okay. So anyhow, for final years, yes, they will conduct. That is for sure. From 17th onwards, final years they have to come. But once again, it is not mandatory. Okay. So if they are willing to come, they can come from 17th final years. And for your batch, I don't know what is the decision. So that will be finalized. I think by Monday you'll get some clarity for third semester MCA. Okay, now let us come back to our lab programs. Students, we have done up to program number 12, except one program in between. I think program number 6 or 7. Except that we have completed up to program number 12. In the last class, we had discussed about pangram, isn't it? Tell me, students, what is pangram?
In a sentence, all letters are there.
Yeah, pangram is one complete sentence which contains so many words. So therefore, within that sentence, there must be at least one occurrence of each and every alphabet. Then only we call it as a pangram. Okay, that we saw how to solve that problem in the previous class. Today we'll see. Today we'll write one event-driven program. Yes, I'll increase. I think I have not shared the screen. Visible, right? Look at the problem statement. Write a Python event-driven program for file operations. If you press 1, it should open the file in read mode. If you press 2, open the file in write mode. If you press 3, pointer should go to the current position of the file pointer. That means it has to print the current position of the file pointer. If you press 3, then if you press 4, it should reposition the pointer at the beginning. Then 5 means exit. Okay, so event-driven program. So what is event-driven? Event-driven and menu-driven. Actually, this is menu-driven program, not event-driven. Okay, so event means, say for example, on click something should happen, on scroll something should happen. That is the event. Okay, so I think they have wrongly framed the problem statements. Okay, that is supposed to be menu-driven program. So we have a menu where the user is supposed to select one option in between the range 1 and 5. So one is to open the file in write mode. 2 is to open the file in read mode. Then 3 means to display the current pointer position. 4 is to reposition the pointer to the beginning. 5 means to exit from the program. So that's the problem statement. So before explaining the program, I'll tell you, so what are the concepts we are going to demonstrate through this program. So I'll go back to the source code. Yes, okay. So this is the program. See, through this program, we are going to demonstrate the use of sys module. We are going to use sys module in this because we are dealing with files. Okay, that is one thing. Then another concept that we are going to demonstrate is infinite loops. You can see here, while of true. So this is infinite loop. So until you press option 5, it will not come out of the loop. So when you press when you press 5, not only from the coming out of the loop, you will come out of the program itself. Okay. And apart from that, how to write menu driven programs. And another thing that we are going to demonstrate is how to implement menu driven programs. So as we know that whenever we implement menu driven programs, we'll make use of the infinite loops. So that's why we have here infinite while loop. And finally, it is also an example for file operations. This program will also become an example for demonstration of file operations. Okay, now let us see how to implement this program. Once again, I'll read out the problem statement. Listen carefully. Write a Python event driven program. So it should be menu driven program for file operations. Press 1 to open file in read mode. 2, open file in write mode. 3, current position of the file pointer. 4, reposition the pointer at the beginning. 5, exit from the program. Okay, first import the module sys, then create the infinite loop. So this is the while loop beginning. Let us see where it is ending. It is ending here. Okay, so that means the entire program is part of the infinite loop. So then within the infinite loop, so while true means here, you see here we are going to supposed to write the expression. So and that is supposed to give some outcome, that is Boolean outcome. So that's why we have written true. See, whenever we use while loop, we know that all positive values and the true statement is considered as true. So hence while of true. So this is an infinite loop. Then we are asking the user to enter the option. So 1 means open file in write mode, 2 means open file in read mode, 3 means to display the current position of the file pointer. Then 4 means reposition the pointer at the beginning, 5 means exit. Then we have to store whatever the option user will enter, we have to store it in some variable. So op means option. So we have the input function. So enter your option. Okay, we are asking the user to enter the option and we are storing it in the variable op. Op means option. If option is equal to 1, then enter the file name, then store the file name in the variable file name, then open the file in write mode, because we have to open the file in the write mode. Okay, so just if you open the file in the write mode, that is not good enough. Okay, we have to write contents into the file. We have to write some contents into the file. So for that we have, okay students, so 1 minute, I'll rejoin 1 minute. Yeah, thank you, sir. Same to you. Hello? Yeah, students. So option 1 means we are supposed to open file in the right mode, and see here we are opening the file in the right mode. FO is the file pointer or the file descriptor. Then this contains the starting address of the file. Then we are asking the user to enter a string because we are supposed to enter something into the file, isn't it? So now that will be stored in string 1. Now file pointer dot write of string 1. So write method is used to write into the file. So now what happens in case suppose if already some contents are there in the file, so that will be vanished and it will retain only the newly entered data. Okay, say for example, earlier there is only one word hello. Now you are entering how are you. So now it will erase hello and it will store only how are you. So that is how this write operation will work. So once you are done with the write operation, then you can close the file by using file pointer dot close. Similarly, so in case if you want to open the file in read mode, so what is the purpose of opening any file in the read mode is to read the contents of the file. Now check if option is equal to 2. Here we are using try except block. Actually in for option 1 also we could use, okay, you can use it for option 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so except option 5 you can use try block, try and except block. And here the purpose of using the try except block is what happens if the file is already present, so then it is fine. In case if the file is not present, it will generate an error that is called as IO error. Okay, because it fails to read from the file, so hence it belongs to IO error category. At that time you have to give some hint to the user, the file doesn't exist. This is a hint to the user that that file what you are entering doesn't exist. Now you can see here we are asking the user to enter the file name and we are storing it in the file name variable, and we are opening the file in the read mode. Now if the file is not existing, it will print the except block, that is IO error. Otherwise this code will be executed. Name of the file is fo.name. Okay, so fo is the file pointer and name is the attribute. Okay, and name is the attribute. So where it is present? It is present in the sys module. It is present in the sys module. Okay, it will print the file name. Then is the file closed? So this will check. Okay, this will return true or false. Okay, if the file is closed, it will return true, else this will return false. Okay, it will print is the file closed, then false, like that. Then opening mode, fo.mode. Fo is what? File pointer. Mode is the attribute which is part of this module. Then file contents are fo.read. So what this fo.read will do, it will print all the contents of the file on the terminal. Then so that means now our purpose is served. So now we have opened successfully the file in read mode. Then we are displaying name of the file and we are telling whether the file is closed or open, and we are displaying in which mode we have opened the file. Then ultimately we are displaying all the contents of the file. So now we are done with our task, then close the file. Now suppose in case the option is 3. So if option is 3, that means we have to open the file and we have to display the pointer position, current pointer position of the file. So that means whether the file cursor is in the beginning of the file, whether it is in the somewhere in the middle of the file, or it is in the end of the file, that we have to display. So here enter the file name for which file you want to check the pointer position. Then open it in read mode. If the file doesn't exist, it will throw the error. Otherwise, this code will be executed. File pointer position before read is fo.tell. So tell is the file method under file operations, which will tell the current position of the file before reading any content. Then file contents are fo.read. So this will display the contents of the file. Then file pointer position after read. So after reading from the file, what is the position of the file that will be displayed. Then close the file. Now in case the option is 4, we have to set the file pointer to the beginning of the file. That is our purpose. After that, it is optional. You can enter some content into the file. That is optional. Okay. So the whole purpose of option 4 is to reposition the cursor, file cursor. That is the pointer, file pointer has to be repositioned either to the beginning of the file or to somewhere in the middle of the file or to the some other position. So here we are very much specific that you have to reposition the file pointer to the beginning of the file. That means when you select option 4 and if you open the file, the cursor should be in the beginning of the file. That should be in the first character position. So now enter file, then open file in append mode. Okay. So because why we are opening it in append mode is that, say, why you are setting the file pointer to the beginning of the file. In case if you just want to read, you can just simply use the read method. Anyhow, by default, it will start reading from the beginning of the file. So now, purposefully, if you are setting the file cursor or the file pointer to the beginning of the file, means in the beginning of the file, you want to add some contents to the file or you want to do some modifications to the file. So that's why you are repositioning the file pointer to the beginning of the file. Okay. So that's why we are opening it in append mode. What happens if you open it in write mode? It will delete the old contents and it will retain only the new contents, newly entered content. So that's why we don't want to open it in write mode. We want to open it in append mode. Then, so if the file is not present, it will throw the error. Otherwise, this portion of the code will be executed. The file pointer position after open method is fo.tell. Okay. So this is the file pointer position. Then after that, now I want to reposition it to the beginning of the file. See, if you look at the syntax of the seek method, okay, it can be minimum 1 argument or maximum 2 arguments. I'll show you the syntax. Where it is. One minute, I'll show you the syntax of that. Students, you can see here the syntax of the seek method. File object dot seek of, first is the offset and second is the whence. So here offset is the position of the read write pointer within the file. Okay, that means the offset will decide whether you want to reset the file pointer to the beginning, to somewhere within the file, or to the end of the file. So whence is, this is optional. Okay, the whence part is optional and default value is 0, which means absolute file positioning. That means exactly. Other values are 1, which means seek relative to the current position, and 2 means seek relative to the file's end. Okay, so now therefore we'll come back to the this one. So that means here position is equal to f4 dot seek of 0 comma 0 means, so point to the beginning of the file. 0 means set the file pointer to the beginning of the file. After that, how many bytes to be moved, that is indicated by 0. Say for example, here if I write 10, the meaning is that first you initially set file pointer to the beginning of the file. After that, you move 10 bytes, means 10 characters. Now I don't want to move to anywhere. So exactly that must be there in the beginning of the file. Okay, that means I am setting the file pointer to position itself to the beginning of the file. Then now the file pointer after seek of 00 is f4.tell. It will display the position. Now suppose in case if you want to write something into the file, some contents into the file, create one string variable, enter some contents, then write it f4.write of string 1. New file pointer after write. Okay, now you check after implementing the after writing into the file. So what is the position of the file pointer? Then finally close. Okay, then suppose if you are selecting option 5, that means exit from the program. Okay, you can see import sys dot exit. So exit is the method which is part of sys module. Okay, this is the program. Okay, now I'll show you the sample file. I have created one sample file in documents by name sample.txt. This is the sample.txt. This is my text file that I am going to consider. Now let us see. Let me run the program. Okay, enter your option. Open the file in write mode. So I don't want to select option 1. Why? Because so that is in the write mode. If I add new content, it will remove the old content. So that's why I showed you what is the content of the file. The content of the file is, hi, welcome to BMSIT. Okay, now let me select option 1. See, it is asking me to enter the file name. Now I'll enter the file name sample.txt. Then enter a string. That means I want to write something into the file. So now the moment I write the new content, it will erase the old content and it will retain only the newer content. Okay, so I'll write option 1. Okay, I'll write option 1. Then okay, I'll select option 5, that is exit. Now let us revisit the file and let us see what is there inside the file. The option 1 is there. So hello, welcome to BMSIT. That is been erased. Why? Because if you look at the source code, it is very clear that we are opening the file in write mode. If you are opening the file in the write mode, after performing the write operation, it will erase the old content. So that is the drawback of write method. Okay, now let us see how to go ahead with second option. Open the file in read mode. File name. Now I'll give something which is not at all existing. But here, enter the file name. We have entered. The file doesn't exist. Since it is an infinite loop, once again it is asking us to enter the option. Okay. Open the file in write mode. Open the file in read mode. Okay, now I want to open the file in read mode. I'll select option 2. Sample.txt is the file name. So you can see here, after entering, you can see here, name of the file is sample.txt. Is the file closed? False, because we have used the open method. That means internally it has opened. So if the file is closed, false, because file is open, and the opening mode is read mode. Okay, and opening mode is read mode, and the file contents is option 1. You can see here, option 1 is the file content. Okay, once again it is asking us to enter the option. So I'll enter 3. 3 is what? To display the current position of the file pointer. So now here also we have done validation. I'll give some name. Okay, the file doesn't exist. It has thrown the IO error. That is, file doesn't exist. Okay, now I'll give the valid name, sample.txt. Now observe the output. So this is what we have entered. Then the output is file pointer position before read is 0. So 0 is the position, that is 0th byte. File contents are option 1. File pointer position after read is 7. So that means now we need to understand the current file after performing the read operation, the file pointer position is 7. Before read it was 0. That means it has read from the beginning. Okay. Now we are remaining with option 4. I'll enter sample.txt. Now it should reposition. See, now after executing 3, we know that right now the file pointer position is 7. Now I want to reset to the beginning of the file. File pointer position after open was 7. Now file pointer after executing the seek method is 0. You can see here. Now it is 0. Okay. Then if you want to write anything into the file, you can enter some content. I'll enter hello. Okay. So we are done with all the options. So option 5 means exit. Okay. Now let us check whether it has successfully written hello into the file or not. Okay. Option 1, hello. Okay, students, there is one. Okay. See, actually, hello, where it was supposed to be written? Students, at the end of the file or in the beginning of the file?
Beginnings.
But why it is adding at the end of the file? Because append mode. You have opened the file in append mode. Keep in your mind. Okay, even though you have set the file pointer, it is inserting at the end of the file, because append means what? At the end of the file. Append at the end of the file. Okay, now let me try. See, actually it is supposed to insert in the beginning. So first hello should come, and after that option should come. So I think that means this function is not being correctly implemented by in the Python interpreter. Okay. Now let me do some changes to the code. What if we open the file in A+ mode? Okay, I'll change it to A+. Okay, earlier it was append mode, append plus. So I'll save. Once again, I'll run. So I'll select option 4. Enter the name of the file, sample.txt. So earlier position was 12. So it was at the end of the file. Now after executing seek, the file pointer position is 0. Now I'll enter hi. Okay, now we assume that I should be inserted at the beginning of the file. Okay, let us check where it has. Okay, where it has inserted. See, once again it has inserted at the end of the file. I have tried all the options, so it is not properly implemented in Python 3.8.5. That means in Python 3.8.5 the seek method is not properly implemented. So that's the reason. So even though if we set, even after setting the file pointer to the beginning of the file, it has failed to insert this high at the beginning of the file. Okay, so syntactically everything whatever we have written, that is correct. You don't worry. Okay, you don't worry about the code. So even if you want, you can cross check the logic. Okay, so it is seek of 0 comma 0. Again set the file pointer to the beginning. It is seek of 0 comma 0. You can see here. So logic wise it is proper, but say, okay, the thing is that it is internally, so as a language, okay, seek method is not in Python. Seek method is not properly implemented in Python 3.8.5. Okay, this is one of the bug. This is one of the technical bug that they have to resolve. Okay, so now students, what you can do, I think if you retain only up to here, only this much code, that is good enough for us. Why? Because after that what you are making, we are making an attempt to write something into the file, and we want to portion that to the beginning of the file, which is not happening actually. So therefore you can make these lines as comments, because it is not at all anything mistake from our side. So it is the implementation, so Python implementation here. Okay, we need not bother about that. We can't do anything for that. Okay, so as per option 4, so first we are displaying immediately after opening, so what is the file pointer position, then after executing the seek method, what is the file pointer position. So we are able to set it to the beginning of the file, so that we have done. Okay, this much is enough for us. Then you close the file. Students, any doubt in this? Students, any doubt in this? Hello?
No, sir.
Yes. I think you have the program with you, right? Already I have sent the manual. Yes or no? You want to copy?
We will take screenshots, sir.
You take the screenshot.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Everyone
Yes,
take the
sir.
screenshot?
Yeah, sir. Took.
Yeah, I'll scroll down.
Yes, sir.
Oh, 1 minute. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Done, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now you type this program and execute. So now we are left with only 2 programs. Last program and the 6th program. One data structures program is there, and one more last program is there. Now only if we execute that one, then we don't have much work to do in the remainder of the labs. And students, another thing I want to inform you, very important thing. So I am planning to conduct one partial delivery of classes from industry expert, because so madam told, so every year in one of the subjects, in every semester for one subject, we invite one industry expert and we ask them to demonstrate some of the concepts which are used in the industry. So now as part of that, so we have to, in the 5th module, there is a concept wherein we are supposed to create graphical user interface using Python by using the OOPS concepts. Okay, so before that, what I'll do in the next class, I'll give you the, that means in the next week lab, The next week lab, I'll give you the introduction for OOPS concepts. Then we'll conduct one PDC, that is partial delivery of classes, where we may call one industry expert and he will do hands-on. He will do hands-on. So how to implement or how to create graphical user interfaces using Python. Is it fine? Hello?
Yes, sir, we got.
Yes. Okay, now you people remain login. You remain. Okay. So don't go out of this Google Meet. Then you, by the time I'll also create one quiz. I'll post the link in the chat window. You wait for 5 minutes. I'll create one quiz and I'll post the link in the chat window. So before that, 1 minute, I'll take the attendance. Still 11, right? Answer for the attendance. Asta Bachawat.
Present, sir.
Abhinav. 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 Aishwarya.
Present, sir.
Amrish.
Yes, sir.
Anu.
Present, sir.
Arbaz.
Yes, sir.
Arjun.
Present, sir.
Ashok.
Present, sir.
Benita.
Present, sir.
Present, sir.
Bhargavi.
Yes, sir.
Bhavisha.
Present, sir.
Chaitra.
Present, sir.
Deba Malia.
Present, sir.
Diksha.
Present, sir.
Deepika LG.
Present, sir.
Deepika MB.
Present, sir.
Murali Krishna.
Present, sir.
Gangubai. Gangubai. Guria Kumari. Harshit.
Present, sir.
Junja Singh.
Present, sir.
Kishore. Kishore. Kavya.
Present, sir.
Lata.
Sir, present, sir.
Who is that?
Kishore, present, sir. Kishore, sir.
Manisha.
Present, sir.
Manjunath.
Yes, sir.
Anybody missing? 1 minute, I'll call next batch. Nayana.
Present, sir.
Nilanjan. Nilanjan. Nishant. Nishant.
Present, sir.
Pavitra.
Present, sir.
Maithili.
Present, sir.
Priyanka.
Present, sir.
Pavan.
Present, sir.
Akash.
Present, sir.
Rajeshwari.
Present, sir.
Rakesh.
Present, sir.
Ramya.
Present, sir.
Rashmi.
Present, sir.
Present, sir.
Ravishankar.
Yes, sir.
Rizwan.
Present, sir.
Vishal.
Present, sir.
Savita. Savita. Shruti.
Present, sir.
Neha.
Yes, sir.
Spurti.
Present, sir.
Srinidhi.
Present, sir.
Srinivas.
Present, sir.
Sunil.
Present, sir.
Vaishnavi.
Present, sir.
Winnie?
Present, sir.
Any names are missing? Students, instead of the quiz, you execute the program and upload it to the GC app. I'll create the assignment.